Markets are falling. Interest rates may pivot. Global trade is being restructured. Is this an opportunity or a fear for financial advisors like us? You see, every market shakeup creates two responses. Number one is a panic for some, and number two is planning for others. With interest rates likely to shift, tariffs hitting cross-border flows, and liquidity being reshuffled, the wealthy are already starting to restructure their assets. They are not just worried about returns, they're worried about control. When markets become unpredictable, the wealthy don't wait. They restructure. They don't just reallocate investments, they're moving assets into trusts, corporate structures, and off-balance sheet solutions. Because every time the rules change, they play a smarter game. This is where asset structuring becomes the most powerful conversation an advisor can have. I still remember during the COVID recession in 2020, I told more mentoring family to shift their conversations from investments to protection. Back then, it felt like a small pivot. For those of you who did it, it opened up massive opportunities. Now, in 2025, I see the next wave. Clients are craving clarity, stability, and long-term control. And that's exactly what asset structuring offers. Why is every top advisor mastering asset structuring in 2025? What if we only had 4 years to make that change that will affect our industry? That's exactly the situation we are in right now. Asset structuring isn't just a trend, it's quickly becoming the new standard in our industry, and I strongly believe it will be the norm within the next 4 years. You can either start learning now or find yourself playing catch up later. Hi, my name is Dr. Sanjay Tolani, and I help stagnated financial advisors get to the next level. Because in our business, the most important thing is about building the right structure. You see, in 2024, I achieved over 327 TOTs, but that was because I was able to not just meet more clients or find new clients, but because I have kind of figured out how to close bigger cases. And one of the core features, or one of the most important factors in closing big cases, is the art of asset structuring. But I wasn't always where I am today. Like many of you, I started off chasing small cases, working long hours, and hitting income plateaus. I wasn't until I shifted my focus to asset structuring that I began to see real growth in my business. So, without further ado, let's jump into today's lesson by answering some questions I've been getting from advisors. Dr. Sanjay, why is asset structuring such a big deal? How can I start working with high net worth clients through asset structuring? Is this really going to become the future of our industry? Why is asset structuring the future of financial planning? So let's now dive into why asset structuring is important for every single advisor to help change their career. Why is asset structuring the future of financial planning? The insurance industry is evolving, and now high net worth clients are not just looking for basic protection, but they're looking for sophisticated strategies that will help them preserve and grow their wealth. This is where asset structuring comes in. It allows you to protect your clients' wealth from taxes, creditors, and lawsuits while helping them achieve their estate planning goals. But why should this matter to you? Imagine how powerful it would be if you're already ahead of the curve while others are still figuring it out. This expertise will not only help you close bigger cases, but it will also position you as a trusted advisor, not just someone selling insurance. To help you understand the impact of asset structuring, let's compare two advisors, Peter and John. Peter is a steady advisor who sticks to small, straightforward cases. He's closing policies worth $5,000 consistently. Over time, his income grows, but eventually it plateaus because limited by how many clients he can serve in a day. He is stuck in a cycle of more meetings for less gain. John, on the other hand, started with inconsistent big cases, some $50,000, others as low as $1,000. But over time, John got this skill in asset structuring. Now he deals with fewer clients, but each client brings in significantly more income. His understanding of company structure, tax law, regulation, and trusts has allowed him to position himself as a trusted advisor, someone who helps clients manage and grow their wealth holistically. John's career is more exciting and he is more respected by his clients. Think about it. Wouldn't you want to be like John? Here are some real results of my mentees who have actually mastered the art of asset structuring. One advisor was struggling with small cases. But after applying asset structuring, he closed a $3 million case in just 6 months. Another advisor managed to double his entire previous year's income in just 3 months by shifting his focus to asset structuring and working with high net worth clients. And one of my mentees, who has never closed a case above 100,000, opened up 4 major asset structuring deals. And if she even closed one, she's on track to tripling her income in 2025. The list goes on, but the point here is not to boast. It's to show you that asset structuring works and you can benefit from it too. These are ordinary advisors that are willing to relearn on how to actually do their business and approach their clients. If you're ready to do the same, this strategy will transform your business. The harsh truth about our business. We have all heard this saying that our business is a numbers game. Have more appointments and close more deals. I used to believe that too. But there's a limit on how many clients you can meet in a day. In fact, I remember many late nights when I first started as an advisor, traveling for hours just to meet clients, hoping to close more bigger cases. I kept asking myself, is there a simpler way to achieve the same results while working fewer hours? I wondered why some top advisors worked fewer hours, got to travel, and still earn more than me, despite me having meetings like 10 or 20 clients in a day. That's when I decided to embark on a personal journey to find this breakthrough. But let's be very honest, it wasn't easy. I spent years seeking guidance from mentors around the world, trying to uncover that secret behind their success. What I discovered was this, that many top advisors at the top level weren't necessarily working harder. They had figured out how to close bigger cases, and they kept this strategy a little secret. I tried what they taught me over the decade, upgraded my knowledge on structures, and that's when the magic started to happen. Within the first year of my journey, I achieved MDRT in just 6 months. By the second year, it was 3 months. The next year, 1 month. And in 2024, I reached an incredible milestone of 327 TOT. Let me be clear, this isn't just about working harder. What truly propelled my success was learning how to close larger and more complex cases, and asset structuring played a huge role in that transformation. It took me over 20 years to fully understand the potential of asset structuring. The power of asset structuring. In 2024, I saw my efforts multiply by 1,000% compared to when I first started. This wasn't just by selling insurance. It was about mastering the art of creating long-term value for my clients by protecting and growing their wealth. But before you get too excited about what asset structuring can do for your business, let's be real for a moment. Success in this field doesn't happen overnight. To make the most of this powerful tool, you need to meet 2 key requirements. Requirement number 1 is mindset. You have to understand what is truly big. If you think $10,000 is a big case, that's where you limit your stay. Shifting your mindset to think in terms of larger, more complex cases like $100,000 or $1 million policies opens the door to bigger opportunities. Asset structuring requires you to think about protecting and growing your client's entire portfolio, not just a piece of it. I remember one of my mentees from the Big Case Closer mentorship started off with me with 3 years and said, 100,000 premium is a large case. Today, he only wants to focus on opening up cases where at least the premium is $500,000. A lot of advisors get comfortable in their comfort zone. But if you want to break through, you need to relearn and expand your vision of what's possible. That is something I always guide my mentees on. The second is skill set. You must develop the technical skills to navigate asset structuring. This includes understanding tax laws, business structures, estate planning, and even more. Without these skills, you won't be able to serve high net worth clients effectively. Just like any other profession, having the right skill is non-negotiable if you want to be the best. You're probably thinking, Dr. Sanjay, if asset structuring is so important, then why isn't every advisor already a master in it? That's a great question, and one I get asked a lot. The truth is, there's simply not enough accessible information about it. Asset structuring is a term I developed to better explain this concept to my own mentees. It doesn't expect or exist in a formal professional term yet. Just like how back in 2020, I introduced the idea of concept presentation to teach advisors how to shift conversations from products to concept. Asset structuring was created for the same reason, to give advisors a framework to navigate complex financial strategies. Think about it. Most advisors are trained in traditional financial planning and selling insurance products. But asset structuring goes beyond that. It requires a deep knowledge of tax laws, business structure, estate planning, and an understanding of how to protect and grow a client's entire portfolio. This isn't something you can just pick up in a typical training or a textbook. You'll probably need to read 100+ books and spend thousands of hours studying just to scratch the surface. For example, how do you combine trust with insurance? How do you integrate a corporate structure with personal wealth strategies? And that's why in 2022, I actually started a secret project behind closed doors. I called it Asset Structuring 2030, a strategic initiative designed to keep advisors from our family ahead of the curve. I saw a major gap in our industry, and I wanted to make sure that serious advisors had access to the knowledge that could transform their careers. It's taken me over 20 years to build this expertise by doing my PhD in finance and with hands-on experience working with high net worth clients. I have been fortunate to have access to some of the best resources and mentors, but many hardworking advisors out there don't get the same opportunities. Even when they do, the information they find is often outdated, and that really frustrates me. This is exactly why I focused on creating an up-to-date, practical content around asset structuring so advisors like you can stay implementing these strategies right away. Here's the tricky part. At the highest level, where advisors are earning significant income, very few take the time to document what they do. Why? Because they're busy closing deals, managing portfolios, and handling complex financial structures. Teaching takes a backseat. So even if you're willing to pay to learn, finding someone who can truly teach you asset structuring becomes a real challenge. And the reality is, you can't just learn asset structuring on your own. You have to be brought into it. It requires mentorship, real-world examples, and someone to guide you step by step. That's why after refining these strategies over the years, I'm now sharing them through the Asset Structuring Club and my Big Case Closer mentorship. Have you noticed I've been quieter on social media? Some of you might have realized that since mid-2022, I've organized fewer events and been less on social media. It's not because I've stopped mentoring, actually quite the opposite. The business has been incredible thanks to asset structuring. I've been expanding more time with my mentees, helping them capitalize on these opportunities while continuing to meet my clients and close bigger deals. You see, mentorship and sharing knowledge aren't things I do it because I have to. They are truly because I'm passionate about it. I'm still out there meeting clients and closing deals just like you. I've been using asset structuring to maximize my results for both myself and my mentees. That's why I've been working hard to keep this drive and this wave of opportunity. But here's something to note. I haven't aggressively marketed the Asset Structuring Club or the mentorship in 2024. Why? Because I wanted to keep it very intimate and focused so that mentees who joined could get the most out of it, and I've been watching as they open bigger cases, land higher premiums, and realize what truly is possible with these strategies. Seeing their breakthrough movement keeps me motivated and excited about the future. Most importantly, I want to give those of you who believe in me a competitive advantage in 2025. In fact, some of the advisors who started this journey, they were very skeptical. Now they are closing 7-figure premiums and have completely shifted their mindsets. They've become trusted advisors to their clients, not just insurance agents. And that's what keeps me passionate about continuing to refine and share these strategies. Now, here's the good news. I'm excited that the Asset Structuring Club and the Big Case Closer mentorship program is now officially open. But let me be upfront. I've intentionally kept these programs small and intimate for a reason. My focus is on giving each mentee personalized attention, ensuring they truly master these strategies. I'm not aiming to take on a large number of people. Instead, I want to work with advisors who are serious about transforming their business and scaling to the next level. Each year, I only accept a select number of advisors. Once the slots are filled, that's it for that year. And trust me, they fill up fast. So if you're ready to take your business to the next level, now is the time to act. You don't want to be left waiting another year to join. Why now is the time to start? Let me be clear that those advisors which have mastered the art of asset structuring will be the ones leading and dominating this industry. For those of you who actually miss out on this trend, I want you all to understand it has already started. And if you don't master this art now, you will be left trying to catch up with all the other advisors that have mastered asset structure. The opportunity is here and it's now. You have the chance to be part of this vanguard, the select few who are truly prepared to navigate this changing landscape. Don't wait until it's too late. Hey Asset Structuring Club members, what if you could step into 2025 fully equipped to approach high net worth clients confidently and consistently securing larger cases? Imagine becoming the advisor your clients trust to protect their wealth, minimize their taxes, and plan for generational security. This year presents a massive opportunity. The demand for advisors who can help high net worth clients structure their assets effectively is greater than ever. In 2024, we saw some truly remarkable results within ASC. Many members who once hesitated to approach high net worth clients have now mastered the art of opening up valuable conversations with them, quickly demonstrating expertise that earned their trust. By applying the ASC framework, several advisors reported that they're opening up cases that are 5 times larger than usual. Others experienced transformation in client relationships, with satisfied clients not only returning but actively referring more high-value leads. The results speak volume about the effectiveness of this approach and the impact it can have on your career. Yet, it is no secret that working with high net worth clients comes with a unique challenge. Many advisors struggle to understand complex client needs or don't know where to start with decisions around wealth protection and asset structuring. This is where Asset Structuring 2025 can make all the difference. This year's modules are designed to evaluate you as the go-to advisor, also providing you with a comprehensive strategy that high net worth clients seek. Here's what you can expect when you join today. In May, International Asset Structuring Masterclass. Asset structuring for international clients is complex, but this workshop simplifies the process, providing you with strategies for optimizing wealth across different jurisdictions. We'll explore global tax-efficient structures, cross-border regulations, and the unique advantages of international financial centers so you're able to understand your clients' wealth confidentiality and handle them in very confident manner. By the end of the session, you'll know how to offer tailored solutions that accommodate the culture and regulatory environment, setting you apart as an expert in managing international wealth effectively. In August, comprehensive retirement planning and portfolio diversification. Retirement planning for high net worth clients requires innovative strategies that protect assets while ensuring growth and stability. In this workshop, you'll discover how to build diversified portfolios that withstand economic volatility with a focus on modern retirement strategies and alternative investments. These insights will allow you to secure your clients' futures and provide them with options that go beyond traditional stock portfolios, making you their trusted advisor and providing them financially stable retirements. October and November, we are going to have final sprint and 2025 market wrap-up. As the year draws to a close, our final sessions are all about helping you wrap up 2025 on a high note and prepare strategically for the year ahead. We'll review successful frameworks for closing big cases in Q4 and lay out market predictions for 2026. This is where you learn specific high-impact methods to end the year with record numbers and a solid plan for growth, ready to tackle new opportunities in the high net worth market. November, we're going to touch on trust and effective management, where basically we're going to talk about how to build the right trust structures and the legal process that we will be daunting, because this workshop is designed to simplify it. You'll gain tools to streamline trust management, automate documentation, and ensure compliance without sacrificing security. We are also going to discuss the importance of client communication in this context, empowering you to educate clients on how trust management protects their assets. By mastering these areas, you will be well positioned to provide the efficient professional experience that high net worth clients expect. For those who join us this month, your membership will last for a year, and you'll also get to attend February 2026 topic, 30 high net worth prospecting concepts, how to attract high net worth clients to ask you for a meeting without pitching anything. What if you never had to pitch again? What if your next 10 clients messaged you asking, "Can we have a chat? I heard you're the person to speak to." That's exactly what we're covering in February's session. By focusing on value-based selling, you'll gain tools to position yourself as an advisor who truly understands high net worth client needs, setting the stage for long-term relationships that drive continuous business growth. Now, we're going to have throughout this year on-demand access to new asset structures. ASC members will also have exclusive access to emergency workshops on the latest asset structuring techniques, ensuring you stay in the forefront of market innovation. For example, we did a UK tax law workshop early this year to help members to prepare for the impact of UK law changes for their clients. Even if you do not have UK clients, sharing this knowledge differentiates you from the rest. In 2025, we'll be introducing new structures designed to offer value adds to your clients, along with trainings on how seamlessly to incorporate these strategies into your practice. This kind of on-demand learning helps you anticipate client needs and leverage emerging opportunities with ease. Join the 2025 journey to become the trusted asset structuring expert. As an asset structuring expert, you will have access to ASC support system. Whenever you have questions, encounter a challenging case, or need advice on implementing these concepts, our team is here to help. Remember, every journey to success begins with a single step. Join us on this journey in 2025 to achieve the results that set you apart from the rest. With mastering asset structuring in 2025, you're not just gaining knowledge, you're building a reputation and future that will resonate with clients at the highest level.